taken down. And say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mayfield. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big play there for the Patriots.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They'll run on first down. Boykin, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try again. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the Pats will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. They overload him that time. Score after 1 on EA Sports. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. 2nd down. Here's an option right. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball. Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation. He finds his man complete. It's Pope. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll decide to keep this once more. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield flushed out right.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. Touchdown, Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And an anxious moment or two there, but they 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point up and good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And these guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Vikings. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Dumps that off to Penny as running back. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And this is back down to a 7-point game. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They run it again with Cook. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Pope. Here's a 2nd and 7. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have it. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A Big play there on the catch and run. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
For this.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point safely through. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here for Slayton, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. To try again after the sack. Mayfield. That ball caught by Slayton. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. Mayfield to throw. And that's incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Mayfield. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Cook, a 1st down and more. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Cook now off the read option. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Throw left side complete. That's Pope. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 6. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Patriots are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Mayfield. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he would get to the sideline here, but that, a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Baker. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Mayfield to throw. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Once again, he finds Slayton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Well, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
What exactly complicated was it? We all knew what you said. And go long. See if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Minnesota, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for New England, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.